Welcome to the final episode. No, we don't know what this is called yet. The World Cup is done.
Yeah.
Spain are the champions. Woohoo! What did you make of the final?
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest final in the world. I thought it's kind of what I expected. I thought Argentina would come out and kind of do what they did against England, but I was very disappointed with their performance. I mean, I think it was the 117th minute before they had a shot, not a shot on target,
a shot.
just a shot. I mean, if they went on to win that, it would have been the greatest injustice of football history, I would say. So, yeah, the better team won.
What did you make of when they made subs and brought in players who were even more aggressive, like Paredes and
I mean,
others?
that was their tactic, wasn't it? It was just to rile the Spanish players, and to be fair, they just didn't budge, did they? They just kept doing what they were doing, and throughout the whole game, you felt eventually Spain were going to score. Maybe towards the end, we were a little bit worried it was going to go to penalties, and then maybe Argentina win. And the only reason would be against that was just because I didn't think they deserved to get that far. So.
And Martinez, the goalkeeper, made loads of saves.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, didn't he? I can't remember in the last World Cup. Didn't he make loads of saves as well? Even though it finished 4-3.
He won. I mean, it finished 3-3 in the last in the final, and then he saved the penalties. And he was the man of the well, not man of the match.
Yeah, no, I think he made 10 or 11 saves in this match. So yeah, great performance.
The referee had a poor-ish performance, considering there was that goal that they chalked off with nothing wrong with it. Like, it felt like it was another one of those days.
Yeah, I thought the ref could have maybe shown a yellow card a little bit early in the game to stamp his authority, rather than allowing the type of tackles and fouls that were going on. And I thought that goal was perfectly fine.
Yeah, same. And then Ferran Torres comes on. Nico Williams comes on. Nico Williams assists.
Yeah.
Ferran Torres scores.
Yeah.
Spain win.
Justice.
And you predicted it all along.
Yeah,
from the very
from the beginning. I thought Spain went under the radar. No one was calling out a star man. They just kept getting the job done. Didn't concede a goal until they conceded one goal against Belgium. I think one of their central defenders was voted best young player of the tournament. Yeah. So overall, I think they were probably the best team. I think you might argue that France had a good attack, but as a team in general, Spain were probably the best, so they deserve to win it.
What did you make of the halftime show?
I don't know what to say about the halftime show. I hope it doesn't become a regular thing. That's probably what I would say.
It lasted, so the performances lasted 12 minutes.
Yeah.
On top of the 15 minutes. 27 minutes of players not moving, or maybe they were moving.
If it was me, I would have seized up straight away. So I'm hoping they stayed warm and they kept moving. But I just hope that would never happen again. Before
going into like voting and whatnot, there are few things that I felt were really wrong with this World Cup.
Yeah.
First, hydration breaks.
Yeah.
Second, whenever there were celebrities in the game, the cameras would go to celebrities.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
The halftime show, the final, which was rubbish. Thank you, Wayne Rooney, for calling that out. The treatment of the Iranian team.
Yeah.
The treatment of that Somalian referee that they banned from entering the US. The ticket prices, apparently, when we saw them, they looked ridiculous. Like, it just feels like this. When I look at that in my mind, I was like, that's the difference between soccer and football.
Oh, right.
There.
Yeah. An American sport versus a European sport.
It has nothing to do with the fans or, whatever it might be. So let's go to some awards, our own version of awards.
Mm-hmm.
Your player of the tournament?
I think, I know I'm an England fan, but I think Jude Bellingham. I just felt like when you compare him to some of the other players who scored goals, whether it be Haaland or Messi or Kane or Mbappe, you have to remind yourself that Bellingham is playing as an 8 or a 10. Mm-hmm. He's not a striker. He's gone and scored 6 goals for England, carried us through the tournament, and just performed really well in every single match. So for me, you would argue it should be a Spanish player, but I feel like he was the player of the tournament. He carried England.
I'm going for Rodri.
Yeah.
Because without him, I don't think they would win. And considering he had an ACL injury,
Yeah.
a year or so ago, at the same time, it feels like he's now completed football. World Cup, Euros, Champions League, Ballon d'Or, Premier League, FA Cup. He's won everything. There's nothing left for him to win.
Yeah.
So
I think that's well deserved. He was amazing, especially in that final.
Yeah.
I was so impressed with him. But yeah.
Goal of the tournament, if you remember any.
Yes. I'm thinking of the 2 goals in the France-England game.
The third place playoff.
The Mbappe goal with the 1-2 layoff with Olise was great. And the Bellingham goal right at the end when he ran from the halfway line and sort of checked 2-3 players and put it in the bottom corner. Both of those goals stood out to me.
For me, it's the second one that Cape Verde scored against Argentina. The long shot from the far side. And just considering that game was crazy. Next is moment of the tournament. So something that stood out where you're like, wow, this actually happened. For me, it's Cape Verde getting to the knockout stages.
Oh, yeah. I think there was quite a few. Maybe the one that's come to my head straight away was just maybe Norway beating Brazil.
Yeah.
I think that was a big moment for Norway. I think it was a surprise, Haaland getting a brace. I think Brazil 1-0 up in that game. I can't remember.
They scored at the end, the penalty by Neymar.
Sorry. So they just okay. I just think that was a big moment in football history because you have the 5-time winners getting beaten by a team that's never got that far before, and I'll probably say that one.
Game of the tournament.
France versus England, third place playoff. I mean, where else are you going to get 10 goals in a World Cup game? I don't even know if it's ever happened before, but I know some people will say that was just a friendly, but there's never really a friendly. Both teams wanted to win it at the end, and 6-4. Can't really say much to that.
I'm going England versus Mexico, just because of how intense that game was.
Yeah.
Like, everything was so intense. It got delayed, and because we watched it so late over here and everything, like, that day is going to be memorable for a very long time.
Yeah.
Breakout star, someone young who shined.
Who's yours?
Mine is Bouadi, the Moroccan guy. You mentioned Manzambi from
the
Switzerland
guy.
Who's just signed for Aston Villa.
Correct. Yeah, he was. Just with an eye test, the first time I saw him play, I thought this guy, because he didn't start. I think he came off the bench, and I thought this guy looks pretty good. And then the few times he came back off the bench or he played, I thought he looks decent. I think he's only 20 as well. I like the guy you mentioned, Bouadi, but I think between the two of them, they've got good careers to come now.
And the biggest disappointment, I know what yours is, but go on.
Yeah, so the biggest disappointment, I don't want to say it was Tuchel as England's manager. I want to say it was Tuchel's decision against the Argentina semi-final game that I think may have cost us the game. That was the biggest disappointment. I think England probably should have got to the final. I don't think we would have beaten Spain, but I think we were good enough to get to the final had the right decisions been made in the semi-final. So that was my biggest disappointment.
I'm going for Balogun's red card being overturned. Because I think politics getting involved to that extent is way too much. I mean, thankfully Belgium beat the USA, because imagine the USA beat them.
Yeah.
Imagine and Balogun scored the winner or something like that. I mean, it could have created real chaos. Already, it felt super unfair.
Yeah.
A red card's a red card, whether you like it or not. You can appeal it for a game or two in the future or whatever it might be, but for the President of the United States to get involved and overturn the decision mid-tournament, that's unheard of. But then again, it speaks volumes about FIFA and all their corruption. So,
I don't think that's going to be the end of that as well. I think a lot of people are coming out and calling, for maybe the head to step down just because of that decision. So let's see. But I agree with that one as well.
Well, that's it for this World Cup. We'll be back with other stuff not related to the World Cup. Any final words?
No, I thought it was good World Cup, good tournament. I enjoyed it. I think the best team won in the end. I would have liked England to go a bit further, but all in all, it was good. It was fun, and Next is the Euros 2 years from now in England, and then following that, another World Cup in Spain, Morocco, and Portugal. So we'll look forward to that.
Thank you guys for watching.
Take care.
See you
Peace.
soon.